students. Good evening. Online students, am I audible to you? Okay. So now it's a time to see to move to the further. And next we'll go for the most important session. Of course, last class I already started with. What is it? Come on. Splitting an array. What is the use of splitting an array? When the large data sets are given, to get them into a fewer subsets or some range of values, we'll go for what? Splitting of an array. How many types of functions are there for splitting? Come on, 5. Spell out all of you. Split off, array underscore split off, D split off, V split off. Right. So total 5 varieties of splits are there. But functions I said already. Come on, once again. Split off, array underscore split off, V split off, H split off, D split off. These are the types of splits I said. I hope I already said the first one is called split off. One more I said what? Array underscore split off. Do you know the difference between both of them, students? Right. What split will do and what array underscore split will do? A split function will do equal splits. So when even number of values are available, it will do what split? Even split. Even split will do. It can't go for doing unequal splits. It cannot do. Suppose if there are 13 elements are there with you, split will not work out. And you got which error? Very good. Value error. Value error. If there are 13 elements are there, I can split into unequal elements by using what function? Good. So array underscore split can do equal split as well as what? Unequal split. Both of them can be done. This part I was already explained to you students in the last session itself. I hope you remembered, right? Fine. Students, if we go to back to this place, if we go to back to this area, so go once to this, I'll just want to get it into the previous, the example which I sent to you already. This is an example I said send students. So this is my example, just one review for it, just one review for it. So here a range of 6, even number of elements, 0 to 5 is nothing but even number of elements. I said split of 2, 6 by 2. How many? 3. So you'll be getting, this is my given array. When I print this I was explained in the last session already, students. Last class I was already explained this. So this is done. After I split, the result is available here. The result when I printed here, the result is getting here. The 3 elements here, some more 3 elements. You know already a range function in my class. So a range contains how many syntaxes? 3. What is the first syntax? A range of value, a range of value, a range of what? Start comma stop, a range of start comma stop comma step, start comma stop comma step. I hope you are already understand. Okay. So split off a array comma 2 and we got these elements. So here we got this data. Next we'll go for what now? So who is this? MG Rao. I'm able to see the screen, but voice is not audible. So see students, for everything I'm not responsible. Voice is not coming. Screen is, and it's my time waste. Because I will come to know here only voice of it and take care properly, students. So here, so Sunny, sir, inform us when your advanced Python classes and Django classes started from. Already Python, in Python only I used to cover all advanced and then core Python classes. And whichever batch is allotted for me, that batch I will take it, whether it is a Django or Numpy Python or whatever it is. I used to take up and I used to do full justice, whatever the class is given for me. Okay. So once the batch is assigned, I used to take up that. Now coming to the point back. So A range of what? 6. So that 6 is split of what? 3. 6 by 3 means what? 2. So that means I'm going to get that 6 elements into how many? 2 elements we used to get it. Here I am getting 2 elements. Is it equal splits or not? Yes. Next coming to the error which I posted you as it is. 7 elements I am having. 7 is called what elements? Come on, ma. Odd number of elements which I am applying what? 3. Definitely 7 and then 3. Definitely I cannot do 3 splits I cannot do, right or not? When I do 3 splits, only 2 elements will come. One element will become what? Ungrouped element it will become. That's why we got which error, ma? Value error is coming. Value error. Able to follow me? Right. Later, I went for one more concept called what? Array underscore split. Creating an object of ND array. NP dot A range of 13. I am applying split of what? 4. 4. So 4 means what? I already said in the last class, the formula also. 13 and this is called what? 4. What is this, ma? 4 3 are 12. That is called what? 1. That means first one will become how many? 4 elements. 4 elements it will become. 4 elements it will become. 4 elements. And next is called what? Three group elements which will be coming. Is it equal split or unequal split? Good. Last class you already followed me. This is comes under 4 elements. 3 elements. 3 elements. 3 elements. We got it. Clear now? Right. Coming to the another point. NP dot A range of 13. NP dot A range of 13. Again 13. 5 I wrote it. And it is going to be taken up. 5 groups I want to go for it. 13 elements are available. How that grouping will be done? It is showing here. Split off this 5. So how many total elements? 13 elements are there. How this is done? Out of these things, how this is planned for that? It is going to be, come on, start with. You go for 13. I already said in the last class only. Come on. 5, 2, 10. What is this now? 3. So definitely I'm going to take what? Definitely 2 equal groups will be there. With how many elements? 2 elements. That is called how many elements over? 4. Out of how many? 13. 4 elements over. How many left out? 9 elements left out. 9 elements will be definitely equal parts will be taken or not? This is called what? 3 elements are coming. These are 2 elements are coming. Totally how many? All of them are coming. With what? Equal and unequal. This is what I was discussed in the last class. This is what I was discussed in the last class. This is recommended for what? 1D. Recommended for 1D. Now I'm going for splitting Numpy 2D arrays. I'm going to take up. That are called V split, H split, and D split. I already said V split stands for what? Vertical split. This deals with what? Rows. Vertical, generally students will think vertical means columns they will think, but it is rows. Horizontal split, columns. D split, I will explain. It is a depth split we can call. I will explain it. Let me go for taking up. I already made a suitable, very user-friendly notes. Just if you look at the notes, you will understand. So the teacher has to prepare the notes in such a way that if they read the notes, they need to get a complete practical approach. Like that notes must be. So let's go to the place. I'm going to take up new Jupyter notebook. I'm taking that. So there I will take up. My comment is, come on, mom. Numpy as NP. Go for which split now? V split. Very, very simple. Already last class, I gave you one simplest explanation for you. Take this example. 10, 20, 30, 40, 40, 50, and then 60, 70, 80, 90, and then you take it, extend it, 15, 25, 10. This is my data. Is it 2D or 1D? Come on, 2D. Speak out first. Speak out. How many? 2D. What are the rows? 4. How many columns? 3 columns. 3 columns. Good. 3 columns. Okay. Now the what is the shape here? What is the shape here? 4 comma 3. What is the dim here? Come on. Good. What is the size here? Beautiful. 12. 12. Good. Now, now I'm writing. Assume that this is an ND array called what? A. A dot. Come on. That is called NP dot H split off or V split off. Come on. V split off. A comma 2. A comma 2. This is one of the very regularly asking questions, student. It is coming in NASCAM, even in NASCAM. It is an online certification will be provided by NASCAM. You know, this A, V stack, most of them will think that this is one part will come and this is one part will come, like that they think. It's not like that. It is going to think what? A comma 2 means it will think. This is called one subarray. This is called one more subarray. Are you following me? If the matrix is so bigger, they want to go for what? Dividing into two smaller pieces. That's why splitting is a very important concept. Are you following me? Right. So A comma 2 means what? V split always deals with what? Rows. So I hope you are getting it. Next I will go for H split if I go for it. H split. A dot. This is one thing you will get. This is called a one part and this is called a one more part. I'll show the example. If I go for what? Like this. A NP dot H split off. H split off. A comma 2. If I write it, what is happening? This part is called one thing. That is, this part is going to be called a remaining part will be coming. Are you able to follow? So H split deals with what? Columns. V split deals with what? Right. And moreover students, as I said in the last session, once again, I am going to give you 10 small matrix I'm taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. And one more matrix I will take it 15, 25, 35, and then 45, 35, and then 45. This I am going to take it one more called what something like 25, and next is called some 4 and 18 and then 28. This is my matrix. Total is called one matrix only, correct or not? This is called which type of matrices? 3D. How many matrices are totally? 3. Each matrix contain how many rows? How many columns? This is known as what type of dimension? Good. 3D. What is the shape? 3 comma 2 comma 2. Nice. What is the size? Come on. Nice. Good. Last class, I said one important concept called what? Axis. Come on, ma. Axis. Axis represents just to locate the rows and columns. Generally, actually, Numpy organization people has to give a standard concept for axis. But 90% axis 0 represents what? Rows. Axis represents a direction of the elements of the matrix. Axis is equal to 0 says what? Rows. Axis is equal to 1 says what? In the case of what? 2D. 2D. When you come to 3D, axis concept will change. Are you getting me? Schema, what is this is called? 0 matrix number. First matrix, second matrix. This will be called as what? Depth of the matrix. Spell out. Right, good. This is indicated as axis is 0. When you come to 3D, axis 0 says what? Depth of the matrix. Tell me. Good. This is known as what? Zeroth matrix. 0 row, first row. 0th row, first row. 0th row, first row of each matrix, whose number of columns also 0, 1, 0, 1 will be there. Are you following me? 0, 1, 0, 1 will be there. So there I am going to write it. Okay. Axis is equal to 0. You are saying it is indicated with the depth. In the depth, you are going to take it. In the depth you are considering, only depth is not enough. You have to go for what? Rows. Axis 0 says what? Come on. Next, this is going to be known as what? Axis 1 will come and axis 2 will be coming. Are you following me? So here 3 axes are coming. 3 axes are coming. Axis 0 says what? Axis 1 says good. Axis 2 says. So when I say NP dot D split of D split D split of A comma 2, what is that 2 represents? That means this part is going to become one subarray. This part is becoming one more subarray. This is known as what? D splitter. D is equal to 2. What that indicates? Depth. Depth split we are going to do it. And make it one thing granted, when depth split is coming, always it will go for what? Column related thing only will be coming. It's a very important, students. Generally people will get lot of confusion, but it is nothing is there. Tell me, in 2D axis 0 rows 1. So axis 0 means it's a direction to locate the elements. Axis 0 in 2D rows, axis 1 in 2D. Right. That is 90% same, but one or two places that will change. You must have keen of observation. When you go to an interview, don't tell axis 0 says always rows. Axis 1 says always columns. You tell, specially you have a additional sentence include. It is not a fixed in Numpy. In sort of function, I'm going to tell you sorting the data of Numpy. That time you are writing axis 0 says columns, axis 1 says what? Rows. That time it will change completely, students. Understand, my dear students? When you go to 3D, what will happen? Axis 0 says depth, axis 1 says rows, axis 2 says, that's all. Will you forget? You tell me, go to axis 3. Axis 3 is there. Actually, third axis not there in practical life, but in our mathematics life, there is a 3 axis also. That is called cluster ID. Clusters will have or not. Even 4D also is shown you, na? In the 4D concept also is shown you. What is that 4D says? First one, see, 1 minute, mom. 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. What is the for this 2? Cluster ID. What is this says? Matrix ID. What is this now? Rows of each matrix. What is this now? Columns of each matrix. Axis 0 says what here? Cluster depth. Cluster, good. Axis 1 says matrix depth. Axis 2 says rows. Axis 3 says, that's all. So no more confusions, huh? Good. So 90% of the time same. But 10% of the time this will differ, students. Where it differs, I'll explicitly telling to you. Online students, am I clear, my dear students? Can you please respond? Okay, a lot of responses came. Is it clear, my dear students, all of you? So tell me quickly. Somebody is crying. Somebody is crying. So I don't know why it is crying. Chocolate I will give at the end of the class. So somebody is crying. So some tears are coming. Some tears are coming like that. Some tears are coming. Why the tears? I don't know. Maybe that happy tears or sorrow tears. I don't know. Shall move to the further. Shall I show you now? Let's start. Right? Listen carefully and read the notes carefully. Nothing instead of that type of symbolic notation. You please be happy. Start. So, stations of
This
can
meeting is
be
being recorded.
applied to num array split, even uneven splitting. So 3D split array 3, axis is equal to 1, splits into 3 equal parts along with the second axis. So I'm using which one? Split I am using. Be careful, carefully observe it. What is this now? First list, second list, third list, and everything is in one list. Already this type of examples done. Is it an inner list or not? This is going to prepare what type of matrix? 3D matrix. 2D matrix or not? Yes. Array means this one. What is this chase? 3. 3. 3. 3 means what? 3 equal parts. What is an axis? What is an axis 1? That's all. Simple. 2D array. I am printing this 2D array. I am printing the result also. 3D array. Axis is equal to 1 means what? Columns. Tell me the answer now. Columns. What are the columns? This is one column. This is one column. This is called one more column. Are you able to follow me? Simple. 384296, and I'm going to get it what? 175. This is called the meaning of what? With a split itself, I can do this. Can I go to this now? Let us go to this area. Now I'll go to keeping this area here. So let's start, students. So here, try to run it. You are going to get it 384, and this is called array number 1. This is array number. Next array is called what? 296, and the next another array is what? 175. I think 175, 296, and what? 384. Are you able to get it now? So this is related to the concept of what? Something like what function? Split function. Similarly, go to that, because why I am showing the output here? Because while I am explaining certain concept, I have to show you the documentation with outputs so that you will get the clarity. Certain things first I will explain the concept and the errors and everything, that way we will go for it. Depends on the concept understandability, I will move forward. Next, another example. What is the next example? Same example. What I am going to take it? NP dot split array comma what? Same 3 only. What is an axis is equal to 0? Rows. How many rows they want? 3 separate rows I want. What are the 3 separate rows? 3, 2, 1, 8, 9, 7, 4, 6, 5. I am going to get it. Print the 2D array as it is and print the splitting of it. The result I am printing. As usual, this is my given one, and it is going to get you. This is one array. This is another array. This is another array. Are you getting me? Yes. Now I will ask one beautiful question. Be ready to answer my question now. Be ready to answer my question. So be ready. So I'm going to ask you this question, try to answer it. So here, this is the data which I'm getting it. First array, second array, third array. Now my question is, now my question, this time I need not write what? NP dot. So I'm printing what I, for example, somebody is asking, you are applying split. Suppose I don't know splitting. For example, you are understand that in worst case, I don't know what split. Now I'm asking, I want 3 to 1. I want 3 to 1. Already I explained so perfect explanation for that kind of getting the data. This I said you how to get the data separately, this one. Which concept I need to apply? Come on. Slicing. Beautiful. Come on. Get it. A of, if we forget, I cannot do anything. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. I was almost explained 2 days about that session. Basic indexing, basic slicing, advanced indexing, advanced slicing, random element selection with what? Where concept, extract concept. So many things I explained. Tell me now. I want to get what? Come on, fast. 0, 0 colon 1, comma, colon, colon. What is that? 0 colon 1, 0th row. What is the just colon? All columns. So name is array. Name is array. Or if you say A also, no problem. If you say A also, no problem. First you say that. Next you say that, am I getting that or not? Still I will write it more. Still I will write it. Print off this one. Print off this one. I will write it. Next one I am going to write it. So I'm writing here called 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2. Next I'm going to write it. Another one is called what do you know? 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 I am going to write it. Close this part. Am I 2 colon 3? 2 colon 3. Okay, students, am I getting that separate or not? So I can go this concept. And another way of getting is called even this also you'll get it. Are you following? Even if I want to get this elements also I got it. Even I can get these elements or not. How? Slicing. Already we discussed this. Right. Online students, we responded. We already, the question is how to get this row still is under question only. So 497, how to get these elements? We already got it. So you get 384, I want to get it. How do I go for it? A of colon, comma, 0 colon 1, 0 colon 1. Are you getting us? Beginning you remove students and try to write it. Am I getting that elements or not? If you want more than two columns, if you want another kind of thing, you can say two. So you can get two values here. Whatever the elements you want, you can. This is a very important students. Coming to this part, anyhow, split and all those things you understood. Next, coming to what now? V split. I'm going to take it. V split. That is, I'm coming to 2D related kind of thing. So here, these are recommended to apply these kind of things on where 2D. So here, voice problem. So what can I do, students? This voice problem. So students, from my side, everything is working fine. So now your side, I don't know. Is it okay? So voice is breaking. Complete voice. Check internet. I'm not a mechanic to check the internet. So, so voice is breaking. So now it's clear. Huh? Only one thing I can do when the voice is clear, then I can move forward. So is it clear now? So screen and everything is okay now. So I think okay. Let's move to the further. Let's now move for the next one. Splitting of what? Numpy 2D arrays. I'm going to take it. 2D arrays. So in this case of 2D arrays, this example shows the cases of application dividing 2D array into what? Equal parts along with the specified access. Similar concepts can be applied to NumPy array, split, even uneven splitting also. This you have done it already. Split function you have done. This also you have done. Split function access is equal to 0. And coming to next vertical splitting of arrays using what? NumPy dot what? V split. So when I move forward, they will say slow go slow. When I go little slow, internet is not working. These are all problems to the family. So that's why you don't become. Yeah, they are all problems. Is it okay now? Problem. Can't hear the audio. Okay, students. Now is it okay? Is it okay now? Is this concept is okay? Fine. Now I'll move to the further. So I'll move to the further. Okay. Come to this now. Vertical splitting of arrays using what? V split. Now here I will move to the further. Vertical splitting. That is nothing but what I said already. Row wise. With numpy dot V split divides an array along with vertical axis. Axis is equal to 0, creating subarrays. So the name itself says that it will go for what? Rows. So this particularly useful for matrices in multi-dimensional arrays. Numpy dot V split matrix elements, that is an ND array object. I will write it here, ND array object, that is called matrix. 2 I wrote it. Splits the matrix into two equal parts along with the axis is called 0. So here I'm not writing axis is equal to. By default, it is meant for what? Row wise. How many equal parts? So let us take that two equal parts. Definitely you would expect that this is going to be called what? Evenly number only I need to give. So here I'm taking a matrix of what? First row, second row, third row, fourth row. And V split, what are you writing here? Splitting into two subarrays along with axis is equal to what? 0. So what are we doing? Result NP dot V split matrix 2, or you can also write result NP dot split. Split function. I'm talking in terms of split. Matrix comma 2 comma axis is equal to 0. In terms of split, I'm talking. Suppose if you don't want to bother about the splitter, go for simply what split? V split matrix comma what? 2. So the matrix I'm printing original matrix, and the resultant matrix is called what? Two matrices. That is nothing but what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is one matrix. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is called one more matrix. Two matrices will be coming. This is called one matrix. One more matrix is going to come, and another matrix is also going to come like this. This is called which type of splitting? V split. This is not a big deal. It's a very simple. Try to catch quickly. So I'll go for this side. Here I'm writing concept of what function it is. Numpy dot what? V split of ND array object comma. What is this now? That is nothing but what? Splitting size. Split size I'm going to write. Split size I'm going to write it. It's a matrix. It is nothing but what? I'm writing in terms of list in list. List in list already you know in Python level. This I'm going to take it like that. Converted into ND array object, and that I'm splitting into what? Matrix comma 2. That matrix I'm printing, and the resultant of the split I'm just going to show you. So here I'm going to get it, the given matrix, and result after the V split. This is called one matrix. This is called what? Another matrix it is going to say. I think you are following me. So students, I'm going to take up one thing you observe. I will show you little more clear. I say here like this. You just observe what is the type of this result. I just want to print it. Type of result I want to print. Can anybody can say type of result, mom? Huh? Type of result. Type of result. Good. ND array. It is an ND array. In ND array, there are two things are there. 0th index one matrix will be coming. This one. This one will come. In another index, it is going to come one more. So just to see that, what is this now? List. List is going to come. Of course, it is in the form of matrix. You can take even in the form of what? ND array, no issue about it. So here I am going to take it. Print of what? I will take a print of I am taking result of what I am taking 0. Whether it is a list or ND array, result of 0 will print what? The first two elements will be printed. The first two elements are printing. Are you seeing the next result of one you say? It is going to print what? Another elements are printing. If you want, you can print these elements by what? Iter function you can use it. Nd dot iter you can use it. But for example, mat in where? Result. Mat in result. Print of what? Mat. Print of mat. Just I am writing one small line to separate those matrices. So you are getting what? First subarray and next what? Second subarray. Like this also you can print. Instead of printing this as called one subarray, this is called another subarray. Why that list is coming here? Because you see that closing bracket mark, closing bracket you see. Are you seeing the closing bracket? That closing bracket, that's why it is going to put. So I think this logic, you might understand this simplest logic of our Python. Clear? This is called which split mark? V split. Similarly, I'll go for what? H split, I will go for it. H split, I'm going to introduce. Horizontal splitting of arrays using what? Numpy dot H split. Start here. Horizontal splitting, that is a called column wise. With what? Numpy dot H split divides an array along with a horizontal axis, creating subarrays. Same. This operation is available data processing task. This splitting is coming in data processing level. Numpy dot H split, you are given array into splitting size, splits into two equal parts along with the horizontal axis. Axis is equal to 1. Same, I'm going to take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like this I'm having. This is going to be an array here. Now here I'm going to write it what? Split. H split is nothing but horizontal split. Don't think that it is cross. It is taken as what? I just said a blind rule for you. H split means take vertical division. V split takes what? Horizontal. This you take it the blind rule. So don't mistakenly take such kind of thing. What this is going to give you now? Come on. Array of 2. H split. What will happen? 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10 is one matrix. What is another matrix? 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12 is another matrix. So, students, if the voice is not clear, I cannot do anything else. Even if you show the thumb symbol down, I cannot do anything. Only your hand pain will come. I can't do anything. Internet is not there in my hands. Take care and tell to the admins I cannot do anything else when the voice is not working properly. I'm helpless in this regard. So, see, I cannot do anything else when the voice is breaking. What can I do? I cannot do anything because internet is not in my hands. Problem వస్తుంది మొత్తం complete గా. So, if voice is not there in, I can explain subject, but voice problem, internet problem, I cannot do anything else. I'm sorry for it. So, coming to the point of it in my class, H split of array comma 2. This is already done. Go to what next? Come on, splitting arrays along with what? Third axis. Third axis didn't split. Pi dot what? D split is used for what? Splitting arrays along with the third axis. Axis is equal to what? 2. Applicable for what? 3D arrays. Axis 2 will come in 3D arrays only. Yes. Hold on. Few seconds I said. కొంతమంది ఏడుస్తూ ఉంటారు, కొంతమంది ఇట్లా అంటూ ఉంటారు. మందేం పోతుంది, నాదేం పోతుంది. ఇఫ్ వాయిస్ ఇస్ దర్ ఐ విల్ టెల్. I can't do anything else. Okay, is it okay now? Is it okay? Shall I continue the session now? Is it okay now? Okay. Now come to the point of it. Fine. Hmm? Why ND array, why the ND array converted to list by H stack and V stack? Because that Subarrays are going to put it in the form of what? List. List. So when I am converting into big arrays into smaller, definitely smaller one is list only. Correct or not? So smaller one is list only. So we have to experience it by printing the type. By printing the type. Correct? Fine. Go to what next? Dsplit I am going to take. Dsplit. Numpy dot dsplit is used for splitting the arrays along with third axis. When 3D will come, definitely third axis will come. When 4D will come, definitely axis 3 will come. Okay. Applicable on 3D arrays and beyond. Numpy dot dsplit. Original 3D array comma what? 2. I hope this I did not execute it. I'll show you this part and I'll show you this execution. Go to this place now. I'll write it. Same result is going to come. Here it is going to come. This is my given data. This is called one array. Another array is also there. This is putting in the form of what again? List. The same thing, if you take into consideration, I can take up like this. Instead of printing this array, here I will write it. For what? Mat in where? Result. What I am going to print? Mat. You go for keeping one small line, keeping one small line, keeping one small line, and I will close it. So it is going to be called what? One matrix like this. This is called splitting. The one more matrix will be something like this. So this is useful when the person don't apply what? Slicing concept properly. And this is going to be a ready-made kind of function. You can apply. Are you following me? This is related to which concept? H split. Now last is called a depth, is called a D split. 3D. I am saying that this is my data. NP dot A range of what? 24. 24 means 0 to 23. That I am going to reshape it. Already reshaping mechanism, you know. 2 comma 3 comma 4. How many matrices? Each matrix contains rows. How many columns? Right. Go to this place now. Just to try to print it. This is my matrix. Print here. So I'm going to write it. You print it. Print of what? Original 3D array. Original 3D array you print it. Original 3D array you print it. You apply. This is called what? 0th matrix, first matrix. This is called axis 0. These are called what? Axis 1. Axis 2 is called what? Columns. So I'm going to apply. Later I'm going to apply. D-splitter, original 3D. What is this now? 2. 2 is nothing but what? 2 equal parts. Depth it will look into. Depth means what? Columns it look into. So I'll go for this case. I'll apply total overall together into this place. You look into this case. We got it. This is called, you observe it here. The values you observe it. This data you observe it. This is called one part. This is called another part. This you can do even with water. Slicing also you can do. See students, this is called one part up to here. This is called the rest of the elements we have seen it. If you want to print it in a more systematic, if you want to go for the same thing, go to this place. Here I will write it. I will go to this place. Come on, fast. What is this now? Matrix into what? Result. Result. Print of what? MAT. Just one small separation to show the depth of them. Depth of them. So here we got it. Perfectly output is coming. This entire thing is called one sub. This another thing is called another sub. Here I'm going to show this part and here I'm going to show this part. Instead of working on that like that, tell me, print off what here? Print off what is this array? Original 3D array you printed. Original 3D array you are printing. Original 3D array you are printing. Okay, that's perfect. Now write down. What is that now? Split using slicing. Tell me. Come on, faster. Come on. Colon. Colon. What is the colon? All matrices. Already you know. మీరు గుర్తుందో తెలియదు ND array object of matrix IDs, comma, row things and then what? Column things. This is called matrix beginning. Come on. Matrix ending. Matrix. Come on. Stop. Come on. Next. Row beginning. Row ending. Row stop. Next. Come on. Next. Column beginning. Column ending. Column step. This I said so many times this example. And already we are perfect. Colon when I write it means what? All rows. No beginning, no ending means beginning to end. Next. All rows. All rows of all matrices. Come on. Columns. 0 colon 2. 0 colon 2. Comma. Comma. So here what happens? Colon. 0 colon 2. Okay. Array name is wrong. Array name is wrong. This is not A. This is called what? A. So this is called what? Original array. Original array of. I need to write it. Original array of. I need to write it. So see that getting or not? Original array variable name is wrong. Are you getting me? This is called what? I am splitting into these parts. If you want, you can split it into other parts also. Right or not? Simple. Rest of the parts, how do you split, ma? Tell me, rest of the parts, how do you split? A of. Assume that this entire thing is called A of. Come on. Okay. Come on. Next. Okay. Next. This one. 0, 1, 2. 2 colon. 2 colon. That's all. 2 colon. Are you following me? Okay. Come on. First. So I'll take it. Colon, colon. I can write colon, colon. Again what? Colon, colon. 2 colon, colon. 2 colon, colon. You take any other student. What is colon, colon? They'll become semicolon. Don't know anything. Totally layman's outside. You take any person and ask any batch students. You're completely out of order. What is indentation also they don't know. What is indentation also they don't know. So when you just touch any other Python student, the asking person will get a shock. Electric shock they will get it. Hey, question ఎందుకు అడిగామా అనిపిస్తుంది ఫస్ట్. You'll get luck. Are you following me? Yes. This is a subject of what? How to go for it. Instead of D split, V split, H split, you can use like this also. Most useful things like this. Are you able to follow? Yes. So coming to the point back, coming to the point back, we are going to take up all the splitting mechanisms. You got it. How many splitting mechanisms are there? 5. Please tell me what are those? Split up. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Slowly, if you say, I will understand because you are very fast students now. Because you are intelligent. So tell me, numpy dot split off. See, students, it's my advice to all of you. When you go to an interview, instead of telling subheadings like other students, you show your reality in the practical exposure. Tell the syntax. When they ask any question now, you don't answer like other students. You answer syntax. So they will appreciate your practical knowledge. When you answer syntax, what is an advantage? Number one, you can escape from your English and you can show your practical expertise. What is pickling? You say, don't tell pickling definition. Import pickle, pickle dot dump, object comma file pointer, pickle dot dump of that you say. Don't tell definition. Now you can answer. The object data you can save into the file which is pointed by the file pointer. Like that, you can explore your technical knowledge. Understand? So that's why, just one example I said, CSV file you take it. How CSV files are going to be? Very, very important. Of course, that I will explain in the class. In Python classes also I used to tell. Generally, most of the people will not discuss. But I used to discuss in our class very nicely. Next, numpy dot, come on, one more. Numpy dot array underscore split off. Next, numpy dot v split off. Will it split rows or columns? Good. Next, numpy dot h split off. Is it rows or columns? Good. Next, numpy dot d split off. D split off. What is that now? Uh, Depth means columns. Right, good. Instead of using that, can I use any other technique other than this? Slicing. You can use slicing also, you can do it. That means once you know subject, you can do anything. A general example, hair cutting example I used to tell. So that will connect to you very quickly. Okay, now. So that is next step. How do you concatenate two matrices, two NDRS? Concatenation, I'm talking. Concatenation. How do you do it? H stack, V stack. H stack and V stack. Already said it is one of the approach to create an object of ND array. H stack and V stack concept already I said. There are so many ways are there to create an object of that in that H stack and V stack. These are regular question students when you place any kind of Python interviews. Are you following me? Shall I move forward now? So online students, so I hope that you people got my concept of what? Splitting. So now I will move to the further. Next I'm going to enter into the further. Another concept I'm going to enter. Let me go for another concept. There I'm going to take up something like this. Now I'm going to take up matrix operations. Spell out matrix operations on where? ND array. Matrix operations on ND array. Good. Now I'm going to talk about what is the matrix operations on ND array. In a simple terms, I want to tell you, and don't get any panic by seeing these things. It is also known as what and how simple it is going to be carried out. Arithmetic operations on what? ND array. ND array. Shall I move to the further now? Right. Let me prepare one small problem, students. One small problem I will prepare. Actually, I want to prepare one design because the time is not there. That's why I'm going to take up this. Take an example of Apple, Apple phone, Apple, Apple Corporation, Apple Corporation having 100 units of mobiles, 100 units of mobiles. So this is called what instead of that, I will write like this. Just I'm preparing one small problem. That small problem I will try to explain the applications of matrices. Mobiles. It is called Apple phone. 100 units are there. And next is called what Samsung mobiles are there. Samsung mobiles are available. Some 200 units are there. And next is called what Vivo. Vivo mobiles are available. Some 100 are there. 100 are there. Some Oppo. OPPO. Antena? OPPO. Is called 50 units are there. These are called mobiles and their productions. Understand? Fine. And in the this is comes under production unit, production kind of information. Now sales they are coming, sales. I am coming to sales. In the sales part, if you call in 2020, in 2020, Apple phones, Apple phones in 2020, Apple phones. Just I will write A here because space is not there. Apple phones sold out with the cost of what? These are the 100 units with the cost of what? Assume that 1.0. For example, cost of that is 1 lakh. You keep it. For example, and keep it as Samsung mobile sold out of that something like 0.25. 0.25. And next is called what? Vivo mobiles are sold out 0.35. 0.35. Next is called Oppo phones are sold out 0. Something like 17. Like that, this is called 2020 information. Are you following me? Next, in 2021, in 2021, 2021, also some cost is available, students. Some more kind of information is available in 2021. In 2022 also, they are giving in year-wise sales, their cost of that is giving. In 2023, 2024, like that they gave. Then find the total cost, total revenue of all the years for these many number of mobiles. In 2020, this is a production in all the things. This is a sales made. First of all, are you understanding this? This is the production in year wise, and this is the cost of the mobiles. So this is just looking like what? A problem statement. But if I come to my application development, this is just represented as what? Matrix multiplication, matrix addition, matrix division, matrix modulus. Like that I'll apply. I think little bit you understood. 5% you understand? 5%? Okay. Let me go to 0%. But here some question marks came. I understand. By looking at your face, where is the problem taken place? I understood. Let me go for it. Take it. Suppose your XYZ company spend on production of some units, some expenses. Every organization will have what? Expenses will be prepared on what? In the form of what? In the form of what? Marketing and advertisement, like that, something they are keeping some expenses table. Understand? And profits also they are getting it. Profits. They are getting profits. These are called what? Profits, expenses, and then sales. Sales. Then I'm going to get it. Sales made, profits. These are all the information is represented in the organizations in the form of what? Come on. These expenses, sales, profits, this information is mentioned in the form of what? Come on. Matrices they will mention. Matrices they will mention. So on so and so product, you invested this much profit is coming. You expended this much, you invested this much, expenses this much. Expenditure minus expenses, if you remove, what is the remaining? Expenditure is called what? You are investing on that. Investing, that is known as what? One matrix. Expenses I am showing in the form of what? So, expense, investment plus expenditure, if I remove, what is coming? Profit is going to come. What is happening there? Subtraction I am going to do it. After the matrix operations, I will take this type of examples and I'll show you. Okay, now, last and final. Insurance Corporation of India collected lot of customers' policies, premium amounts they will invest that amounts into where? Some other organizations they will invest. What they will receive after some months of investment, they'll get some profits now. So, what is the cost? What they are getting? The amount which I am getting from their organizations plus their investment, the returned amount minus their investment is equal to profit will come or not? If the profit is more than their expectation, the excess profit they will distribute to the customers. So that is going to be known as what? Matrix kind of analysis only. So on matrix, you will perform lot of operations here. Lot of operations you are performing that are just going to be called as what? Matrix. After the matrix operations, I'll give you one or two examples so that you can understand what is the reality of matrices. These matrices will be coming in machine learning very regularly in the case of what? Supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. In that areas, you will get this matrices, and that matrices you are not at all feeling any difficulty, which is dead easy for you. Are you following me? Simple. So I'm going to come to the picture. Matrices are nothing but arrangement of rows and columns. That matrices can be either column matrix, row matrix, rectangle matrix, square matrix, identity matrix, zero matrix, ones matrix, full matrix. Already you have seen in my class. Zeros of, ones of, everything you know now. Right. After the matrix operations, I will tell you the examples of which I made some examples here. Understand? Take last and final example. This matrices once again will come in pandas. Pandas, I will get it. Data frame, it is going to come. There I will link this matrices over there. Take an example. In your School days. When you go to the school starting days, you'll get timetable now. Timetable you have Monday to Saturday, first period, second period, third period, etc. What is that is called? Matrix. Matrix. Correct or not? That matrix is going to be called what? Rows and columns intersection area is called what? Value. That concept is coming once again in pandas. That's why matrix, keep a special focus on it. I will give you after this matrix operations are over. Once again, that problem statement I will give you. Tell me, on matrices, we can perform different type of operations. What is the first operation? Number one is called what? Addition of matrices. Addition of what? Matrices. Number one. Next, subtraction of matrices. Subtraction of matrices. You may ask a question, sir, what is the use of subtracting a matrix? I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Investment minus will give you what? Profit. That type of formulas I will explain. Loss and profit formulas I will explain through matrices only. So if I beginning only, if I say you may not be able to catch me, let me tell you about your school example. Then I will apply my example so that you will understand. First one is what? Addition of matrices. Next one is what? Subtraction of matrices. Next is called what? Multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. There are two varieties of multiplications will be there. One is element wise matrix multiplication. One more is called what? Dot matrix. Dot matrix concept is available. That dot matrix concept I will ask you. That is a very regularly asking question. What is the difference between element wise matrix multiplication, dot matrix multiplication? There is a broadcasting concept is also there. We'll talk about it. Next is called what? Division of matrices. Division of what? Matrices. Next I will go for what? Floor division. Floor division of matrices. Floor division of what? Matrices. Next is called what? Modulo division. Modulo division of matrices. Division of matrices. Next is called what? Exponentiation. Exponentiation. Already these words you already heard about it in my class. Exponentiation of what? Matrices. Sir, how to do all these kind of operations? If you go for writing normal Python program, with my knowledge, you need to take with complete program if you want. I will write around 30 to 40 lines of code. I will write for addition of matrices. Will you write 30 to 40 lines? Hmm? Your capacity is how many lines you will write? 10 now. Only that much. So addition of matrices will take, if I write, of course, if you want me to show, I will write full length explanation for that. Instead of writing that entire matrices, if you are selecting in companies, they will test your intelligence purpose. They may ask you to write it. But when you are writing an actual application development, they said, okay, you are intelligent, but you are not an intelligent than what? Travis Oliphant. Travis Oliphant is the father of Numpy or not? He said, use one function called what? Come on, add. What is the function name? Take what? A comma B. What is A? Matrix A. Every matrix is what? ND array. Every B is called what? ND array. What must be same? Order must be same. What is an order? Shape. Order. Row and column of A must be similar to order of what? B. Shape of A must be similar to what? Shape of B. This is who will check that order of A and B. Add function only will check. If I write my own function, I will do myself, I will check everything. This is going to be known as what? NP dot. Come on, first spell out. NP dot add of. That I am writing. C is equal to. What is this NP called? Alias name, of course, numpy dot add. Are you following me? So I think you are not feeling difficult about the add. Add is a function present in which module? Come on, similarly, expected. Come on, expected. D is equal to numpy dot. Come on, sub, but it is called subtract. Spell out of what? A comma B. A comma B. So it is not a sub, subtract. Spell out. Subtract. Next is going to be one more is called what? E is equal to numpy dot. Come on, multiply. Spell out. What is this now? A comma B. But this will give you what? Element-wise multiplication. Element-wise multiplication. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is called a 2 by 2 matrix. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 and 5 will be multiplied. Element-wise matrix multiplication will be done. But actual multiplication is different from multiplication of element-wise multiplication is different from actual matrix multiplication. Are you able to follow? For that, additionally we are talking about some f is equal to np dot product a comma b. One more is also there. Of course, this is a similar only. Anything you can use it. Anything you can use it. I'll explain all of them very perfectly. MATMUL, that is stands for matrix multiplication. Numpy dot matmul of what? A comma B. A comma B. Do you know matrix multiplication in school days? Really you don't? You know? Really you know? You know? Who knows? Raise your hands. I want to see your faces once. Who knows real matrix multiplication? Real matrix multiplication. You know? Don't know? You know. I know that. Don't know? Okay. So, okay, students, you know, just I'm asking, you know, whatever you know matrix multiplication, that is correct. So, we are going to say in a application format. Hold on. Come to what next? Division. Come on, expect it. G is equal to numpy dot. Come on, division. What is that? Floor division. Divide, sorry. Divide. What is that? Divide. A comma B. Next is called what? H is equal to numpy dot floor underscore divide. Floor underscore divide of what? A comma B. A divided by B like. Next is called what? H I is equal to, come on, numpy dot, come on, mod, come on, A comma what? B. A comma B. Next I'm going to say one more thing called what? Come on, Gij is equal to numpy dot, come on, power of, exp no, power of, spell out, A comma what? B. I will go for the meaning of this entire thing. So how many functions are there on matrix? Come on, spell out, add of, subtract of, multiply of, dot of, matmul of, divide of, floor underscore divide of, mod of, power of. Right. Along with the students, all of you be careful. What is happening? If you feel difficult about this add of AB, see how easily they are giving. You know that on ND array object, we know vector-based operations will be performed. You know vector-based operations? Doing the operation on single element of ND array is known as what? Vector-based operation. First beginning days. There I will apply an arithmetic operator called what? Plus. I will write it simply called what? C is equal to, come on, A plus B. How simple you see? It's just like an LKG subject. A matrix and then B matrix, both of them added and giving you what? C. With a normal Python programming, addition of matrices, full-fledged matrix will take almost 35 to 40 lines of code it will take. But simple, I am applying what? Arithmetic operations on where? What is the symbol here? So do you know arithmetic operators? How many are there? 7 are there. One is plus. Come on, next fast. D is equal to A minus B. Next quick. E is equal to what? A star B. A star B. And for dot multiplication or matmul is concerned, no operator is available. This is only element-wise multiplication will be done. I'll explain all of them in detail, students. Just I'm giving at a glance, you have to remember that NumPy is nothing which is very simple. You have to remember the libraries. Anything you learn, one thing you make it granted. Learning any module in Python is nothing but learning about for functions and how basic, how well knowledge I gave you in the functions of Python. That knowledge will make you this is very well in the class. So here I am going to write it. Come on, faster. G is equal to what? A slash B. A slash B. So next I'm going to take up here H is equal to what? A double slash B. A double slash B. Come on, next. I is equal to what? A percentage B. A percentage B. I just wrote it. Come on, power of what I will say? J is equal to what? A. That's all. A star star B. It is very simple. What are the symbols I applied here? What are the symbols I applied? All arithmetic operations I applied or not? So the day one which I said to you in the arithmetic operations in our class, any of the subject you take it, operators concept if I take it, arithmetic operators if you take it, what is the beginning level I said in a detailed manner like a school kid days, star plus minus and etc. What is double slash? What is a single star and etc. The same thing I am applying on where also students? Numpy. Are you following me? These points we need to go for one by one. With an example, I will tell you that sales made, mobile units, profits, all those things. With that, how this add operation will be done. I'm not going to tell just mathematical example here. I'm going to tell with an example. Even I doesn't go back to explain that supervised learning, unsupervised learning. But it takes a lot of time because the task which is given to me is very uh, thing is NumPy pandas modules. I will explain how they works. With an application wise, you will come across in data science. Same, my NumPy only will come in data science and pandas level. That's why be perfect in my operations, which I am explaining. Be perfect in libraries. You can learn further things so easily. Okay, now. So here, so time is almost over. Only 2 minutes are there. Tomorrow class, when I come back, I'll go for what? Matrix operations, arithmetic operations. I will explain to you. Okay, now. So I'll stop the class. Carry on, students. All the best. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow class, once again, I will explain this concept for you. Take care. What you do is write in paper and bring it. So tomorrow you are coming morning 7 now. That time you bring that question, I will answer. Okay. Online students. Siddharth. Siddhartha.
Sir, what is the difference between H split and D split, sir? Both are column wise only, no, sir.
2D Madi. So H split and V split is for 2D. Depth and
2D.
చెప్పాను కదమ్మా సిద్ధార్థ. I said when you come to D, 3D immediately. Depth will come only in 3D.
3D. Okay, sir.
Okay now.
Okay, sir.
Right. Srajan. Srajan.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Srajan.
Sir, actually, you said that this splitting we can use as a in place of all those functions that we just learned right now. So, is can splitting completely be used on the place of that functions that you explained? Like,
Slicing,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you can use it. That's what I shown you. Instead of using that, you can use this concept also. Slicing, you can use it. No issue about it. You can use it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right. Any more doubt, students?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Srajan. Okay, no issue, student. Ajay Kumar. Ajay. So Ajay is not having the doubt. Ajay Kumar.
Sir,
Tell me, Ajay Kumar.
sir, can you explain me about axis concept, sir, once?
Simple ma. Axis is 0. What rows, columns.
Columns.
Sweta, you listen ma. Sweta, you also having the same doubt. When you come to 1D, no axis. When you come to 2D, rows indicated by axis 0.
Okay, sir.
Columns indicated by axis 1.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So in 2D, axis 0 says rows, axis 1 says columns.
Okay, sir.
Right. When you come to 3D, so 3D extra what is coming? Matrix number is coming. Matrix 0, matrix 1, matrix 2, matrix
Yes, sir.
3. That is called the depth of the matrix. Depth we can call.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, sir.
Then each matrix will contain what? Row also will be there, na?
Yes, sir.
Column also will be there.
Yes, sir.
So here how many axes will be there? 3.
3, sir. 3.
3. So first axis is what? Depth.
Yes, sir.
Rows will take what? 1.
1. Columns will take 2.
Columns will take ante. That's all. 3D in the
Okay, sir.
case.
Okay, sir.
4D, which I already said, Sandhya, 4D, already I said. Cluster ID will come, cluster ID.
Yes, sir.
Clusters